What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Sportorium podcast. Once again, Patrick Mahomes is here after a very good performance. Got that ring, and he's back to talk to us about it. So getting right into it, Pat. How are the turf conditions, man?
Yo, my knee hurt.
My knee. The turf was just atrocious, and it's really embarrassing. They said they spent like 2 years growing it.
And $800,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a new breed or something.
How about you go back to the old breed? What's the problem?
I don't know why they're trying to like make this.
I don't know either.
No, I don't know. It was really bad though. I mean, I think Dallas Goedert came out today and said like it's not the reason they lost, but like the field was terrible.
Yeah.
Like we saw Pacheco get the touchdown and starts trying to dance and
Yeah, it was
like
tore his ACL.
Yeah, it was bad. It happened on many occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously it didn't really. I mean, the Chiefs are playing on the same field too.
Exactly. So that's why he said it, but you know.
But embarrassing.
Terrible.
It's the Super Bowl. Like you should expect it to be like pristine conditions.
Yep.
Which it was not.
No.
So yeah, it was a pretty good Super Bowl, I would say. I think the whole entire game was it was great. I mean, there was a lot of back and forth. There was not a lot of defense, but there was nice defensive play. Nick Bolton, obviously the fumble 6. That was a huge turning point for the Chiefs because was that before Mahomes got injured? Or like re-injured?
Before.
It was like right before, yeah. So it was a huge play.
That game could have been 21-7 real fast.
Yeah.
So they needed that bad.
And then which was just like the Miles Sanders one where it was almost another one. It was pretty controversial, but because they called it on the field as a touchdown. They called Miles Sanders caught it, then fumbled, and then they actually overturned it. But it was, I guess, because he did. What they say that he didn't take the third step.
Yeah, but like
that had to be.
I don't know. I just think in this offseason, like obviously you saw at the end of the game too that penalty. They just kind of have to like sit down and like really go over like all the rules, like what's actually like a penalty, and like what like are the rules because like Sanders caught that ball and turned upfield and then got popped. Yeah. Like to me, that's a football move, like going upfield.
Yeah, he tucked it in 100%.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna count because like I've seen that a bunch of times where that doesn't count. Like I don't even know what a football move like even means. If that's not a football move, I don't really know.
No, that was a football move. The only thing was he didn't get his third foot down.
Which like
that kind of doesn't make sense because when you're on like the sideline, you don't need
3 feet. You need 2 feet in to catch the ball. So it's like
I agree.
It is weird
because he caught it like from the side, then turned upfield, and then got hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was pretty like bang bang as it was happening.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I don't know. It was weird. And it also came up a bunch with there was like 3 times where they had to go back and see if it was a catch or not. It was like Devontae, Goddard. I forgot what the other one was.
That Goddard one, I don't think that was a catch.
The Goddard one was close because I think they said he regained possession while the other foot was still down.
Yes,
he did double catch it.
From the other angle, though, his left hand was not fully on it.
Yeah,
the right hand looked like it was, but
yeah, that one was close to me.
Call.
Like certain angles looked much different than others, so I don't know which one they kind of based it off of.
True.
Yeah, and then the Devontae Smith one, where
I thought that was the right call.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. But it's also like there are so many times where that exact thing happens and you just like go the other way. Like what we were just saying, like you need to go over all the rules and stuff. We just need consistency. Yeah. That's all it's about. If you're going to call
that hard,
like let's go to the holding penalty at the end of the game. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a penalty, but that's a soft penalty.
Yeah.
In those positions, I mean, nobody wants to end a game on that. I don't think even Chiefs fans or even Mahomes would have wanted the game to end like that. But like, yeah, it's a penalty, but we saw that throughout the whole entire game pretty much, and it wasn't called. We've seen that throughout the whole entire season.
I'm saying this game in particular, I didn't really see like much like where I was like, oh, that should have been a penalty.
Yeah,
but it was really good defense.
If they didn't call anything on that play, I don't think anybody would have been like,
no.
like, wow, that should have been a penalty. Not like the Saints PI from a couple years ago.
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
just blatant. And
I mean, if I was probably an Eagles fan, I would say it shouldn't be a penalty. But
yeah,
like he did, I mean, it was like a double move. He held him literally on both like breaks.
yeah, he
So
definitely did. Like, I definitely do agree that it was a penalty. It was just, I don't know. I feel like you could nitpick pretty much every play and find a
Yeah.
penalty within every play, especially
Yeah.
like offensive holding, like O lineman and stuff.
Yeah.
And Lane Johnson false starting every time.
I noticed it like 3 different times that game, and I saw like 49er fans were saying it last week. Like he
Yeah.
does it a lot, and I don't know how he like gets away with it.
Yeah, he said that he just times it so perfectly that as soon as Kelce like his wrist just like moves a little bit, that's when he goes. But I mean, how? You can't even see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very
Yes.
weird. Yeah, just consistency with the referees.
I agree,
That's all we
but they're
need.
all trash.
And then Goodell says it's the best it's ever been, or there's no
Gross.
problem, or whatever he said.
Maybe we
So-
need a new commissioner.
Maybe. I mean, if you
Probably.
can't even like acknowledge that there's definitely, well, I mean, he did say there's like not everything is going to be perfect, which
Understandable, but it's bad right now,
yeah, I mean, it's
and everyone is saying it. So
yeah, I definitely think that that penalty at the end is definitely like scapegoat for Eagles fans. Like second
Yes.
half, their defense was not doing defense,
They didn't make one stop the entire
not a
second.
single one. And the 2 touchdowns, it was what was Tony and Sky Moore wide open. Literally nobody was
nah.
even looking at them.
I
Yeah,
saw like
just-
a video. I didn't even notice it like when the game was going on. They literally like ran the same play like 4 times. So we're like just switching the motion.
Yeah.
And like one time they would go all the way across, and then the other time, like on the Sky Moore, I think it was, he like ran
Halfway
and cut
and then-
back. Yeah.
yeah,
And they did it 4 times in a row and just kept switching it. And the Eagles defense like wasn't picking it up.
that's just Andy Reid being fantastic.
Yeah,
that's,
I
that's
mean,
all it
Being
is.
a genius.
The
Seeing the
second-
weakness and then just messing it
The
up a little
second
bit.
half, the adjustments were just insane. Like the offense just couldn't be stopped in the second half.
Yeah. And that was just like a coaching thing. Like
Yeah.
the Eagles defense in general didn't play a great game. In the first half, they looked all right. They were making a few stops here and there. Second half, they were abysmal. They couldn't make a stop. They didn't get any pressure at the whole game.
Their
pretty
pass
much.
rush was literally non-existent.
I know,
Yeah.
which is
I think
ridiculous.
Mahomes got pressured like 1 time.
Yeah, and they didn't give up a single sack, which is
Yeah, I don't know if that's like the field comes into like play in that or what it was, but the
Yeah.
Chiefs O-line just played amazing.
they did. They
I
definitely did.
I think it's just part Mahomes that they went against crap quarterbacks. Mahomes just smart, gets the ball out quick, and they couldn't get to him fast
And I
enough.
don't know if you saw, it was like Debo like said it that like the DBs for the Eagles like aren't that good. It's like the pass rush
Yeah.
that made them look good. And then you see the pass rush didn't do anything and the DBs got cooked.
Yeah, true.
The Niners this whole entire week would not shut up.
Yeah,
They were
it's kind of
talking
like
so
they're just
much.
salty, like too.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
That's all.
I mean, they ended up kind of being right about almost everything they said.
yeah.
They were so salty.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But yeah, just going back to coaches, like today's NFL is just it's offense.
Yeah.
Like the last time we saw like a straight like defensive minded head coach, like I mean Shanahan is offensive mastermind. Sirianni, offense. Andy Reid, offensive mastermind. I mean, there's so many of these coaches that are just they focus on the offense and get these you scheme your players open and everything like that. It's just
Yeah.
where the NFL is going right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
true.
think like the defense won championships, like narratives like out the window.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of defense in that whole entire game. There's a few plays here and there. Chiefs, obviously, the big fumble 6, but I mean,
Yep.
it was the offense that carried both teams, really.
It was Mahomes.
And the possession time was so lopsided. Like
Oh
the
my God.
Eagles, like you have the ball for that
Yeah.
long and you still lost, and you're just complaining about the one bad penalty called.
Yeah,
True.
it's pretty bad.
Yep.
And then that was I think it was on the Devontae Smith one where Nick Sirianni was just being like an immature little dude.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
I don't know where
that
you-
was ridiculous.
I saw that he said that he was like talking to Nick Bolton, like
It's
when he was
weird.
doing like he was like telling them to come back on the field because like
Yeah.
Nick Bolton was over there.
And then Hurts like takes the
Yeah, Hurts, like,
Sirianni's arm
what are
down.
you
He's like,
doing?
chill out. That's pretty embarrassing when you're how old is Jalen Hurts? Like 24,
23, 24.
23,
yes.
24. When your quarterback is like telling the head coach to like stop being a doofus,
Yep.
that's pretty bad.
I think he fits perfect with that team and that fan base. Just
Yeah, no, it
all
definitely
around just morons.
it definitely works out. He talks a lot for a coach.
He really does. I remember in the beginning of the season, he was on the bench, like screaming at the crowd. Like,
Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
Colts
he was like
game.
hyping yes, exactly. They like
They
barely
won by,
beat the
like,
Colts.
1.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's literally what it was. It was 1 point, and I mean it does fit Philly 100%.
I like him because he's Italian, but that's about it.
Yeah, well,
He picked the wrong team.
yeah, I think he's a good coach,
he
and
took the loss. Like, I liked how he was kind of like mature about it, saying like he didn't just blame that penalty at the end. Like he said,
Yeah.
like, oh, you could say it's like one call, but like a lot of things go into like losing the game.
Of course.
yeah, I mean it was definitely there's some times where he does seem a little immature, but like he's a pretty good guy from what I have seen at least. And he was just absolutely bawling at the national anthem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good national anthem. Chris Stapleton killed it, but he was
Yeah.
the heavy tears. Do you remember? I think it was No Sean Moreno, where it's like him on the
Broncos,
sideline,
yep.
and it's just like the thickest.
So
Yeah.
strange.
It seemed like he was crying. Like he was like literally just fell like from here down.
It was
He wouldn't go down his
ridiculous.
face.
Yep.
That's what it reminded me of.
So strange.
It was very funny. And I guess another offensive coaching thing, I don't know, the QB sneak. I don't
Non-stop. It was
understand.
so frustrating for me, and I'm not even a Chiefs fan, really. Oh my god, they just kept getting it
It's unstoppable.
every single time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
like
was one time
point,
where
like, Chris Jones literally like jumped over the line.
yeah, and they were just dragging
And
him.
he couldn't do anything because there's 2 people behind pushing him or 3 people, whatever it is.
I think they might eventually like do something against.
I swear it's like it should be illegal. I swear I don't think you should be able to do that.
because I mean
not
you
every
can't
team can do it.
you can't assist a runner though. Like in the field of play, you can't like grab a runner and push him. I mean, if it's like a whole pile, I guess you can, but you're like physically grabbing Jalen Hurts and pushing him. I feel like I don't know. I don't know how you even would like outlaw that. Like what are they gonna do? Like
I know, but a lot of
don't
teams
know.
are going to be doing that next year. Lamar Jackson, that's like someone you could do that with too.
Yeah. And I mean, it definitely does help that Jalen Hurts is like very strong and squats like 500 pounds or
I
whatever.
was gonna say that guy's real strong.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It shouldn't be illegal because not all quarterbacks can do that. You know?
Yeah. But I don't even
Brady
know if
would do
it's
it
just
once and
the-
he would fold like a tissue.
Like Trevor Lawrence or like someone like that, they're huge also. Like I would think he would be able to do that.
But Brady in his career has always been amazing at QB sneaks.
Yes, but 18 times in one game, I don't think
It's
so.
also like dangerous too. You get like your quarterback hurt very easily.
Like their kneecap could dislocate.
Yeah, Mahomes doesn't even do QB sneaks.
Yeah, it's a tight end sneak now.
Yeah.
But
Nuts.
it is ridiculous. It really is. It's like everybody knows it's coming. It's so obvious, but you cannot do anything.
How do you even stop it? Is like what like there's you can't.
I don't know.
And they got to like perfectly time it from the outside and like dive across and like grab him from behind somehow. Yeah,
like Chris Jones had a good idea of just jumping over, and he was wrapping him over. He was just like on top.
And then he just got pushed. Yeah, he just got getting pushed.
You just gotta get lower somehow, and you can't get lower.
But that's what they tried. Like they tried going. Like I saw another play. Chris Jones went low, and it was like broke his neck because the offensive line goes down so low.
Yeah.
And he tried going lower, and his neck was like bent down.
There's got to be a way, but someone's gonna figure it out eventually. Just they couldn't yesterday.
Yeah,
it's crazy to see.
They've been doing it all year too.
Yeah,
so.
they have.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not just like because we've seen like the Bills do it where Gabe Davis goes in motion and then he goes behind Josh and pushes him. And going to the last play of the game, what happened? Jalen Hurts he loads up, steps into it, 20-yard pass. It was so bad to the point where I'm not sure if it was tipped. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened. Did they put lead in the ball? It was actually embarrassing.
How far would that have been? Like 60 yards?
If it were to reach the end zone?
Yeah.
It would have been maybe a little bit more than that. But I think the pass went actually like 35 or 40 yards.
Dude, it landed up like 30.
It was
He threw
really
a
bad.
bomb to AJ Brown. He threw a
Yeah.
bomb to Devontae Smith, and then he throws a sack of crap to nothing.
Yeah,
I can't
something
believe it didn't even
must have
get
happened.
to the Chiefs
Yeah, the
defender.
Chiefs players couldn't even get to it. It was
Yeah.
so
I thought that I need to watch the replay of it, but like initially watching it, I was like, did he get hit? Like what happened?
he didn't get hit, but it could have got tipped. I saw there was somebody kind of close, but I don't know if it did.
Yeah, I actually have
Unless
no
it
idea.
just slipped a little bit. Who knows?
I don't know.
But I'm happy it happened. So
Yeah, he had a great game though.
he really did.
It was. I mean, he actually broke the QB rushing yard record in a Super Bowl, 70 yards. I think it was Stephen McNair had 63.
Okay.
That was the record, but
Yeah,
yeah,
if
4
they
total
could,
touchdowns.
yeah,
Great game by Jalen
if they
Hurts.
can give MVP to like not a winning team, he would have got it 100%. I mean,
Yeah. It happened once in NFL history. I'm pretty sure in like the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, I don't think it's
to-
ever gonna happen again.
it's probably not.
It was actually so NFL Awards, one of the dudes that got inducted into the Hall of Fame. It was one of those dudes, and he was on. I think he was a defender. I don't know who the guy was. I forgot his name, but yeah,
he deserved it a
had
little
crazy
bit.
game.
So
He had a crazy game. Can't give it to him though, because he wasn't the most valuable. He didn't even win the game, man.
that is true. That is true.
That would have been ridiculous. Like imagine in today's NFL if they gave it to Jalen Hurts there when Patrick Mahomes just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's true.
Never gonna happen.
No,
Mahomes had a very good game too.
If he got that second touchdown.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100% he would have. And I mean, we saw against the Niners, Mahomes didn't really deserve that MVP.
He had a like pretty bad game.
Yeah. And
He
Damian
actually had a good
Williams
game
was
yesterday. He just didn't have
Yeah, he
the
did.
ball a lot to do anything. Like when he had the ball, I think did the Eagles even they stopped them like one time
they like throughout the
like
whole
to
game.
not get points.
There are a few times. I think they punted twice,
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
which is pretty embarrassing. I mean,
Well,
that
they didn't
defense
stop
the
them
whole
in the
year was
second
just-
half, so
Oh yeah, not a single time in the second half.
Which is nuts.
Yeah. So now, how does this affect his legacy, Patrick Mahomes? So, if he retired today, I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And Peyton Manning just said this, I think yesterday or today or something. If he retires today, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's a lock. From what he's done in his 5 years of playing,
Yeah, 5 years.
it's literally ridiculous. And then he just had arguably one of the greatest seasons ever. Yeah, so won regular season MVP, Super Bowl MVP, led the NFL in passing touchdowns and passing yards. Only 3 people have done that in a whole career. Tom Brady, Peyton, and Kurt Warner. And Mahomes did that in one season.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be the greatest season ever that we just witnessed.
Yeah.
He
I think
broke.
he's already top 3 all time.
See, now where it gets harder when you're trying to rank him all time, because
there's so many greats.
Yeah, and it also depends how you're ranking them, because part of it is longevity. That's why Brady is the GOAT. I don't think that anybody will say that he is the most talented player of all time.
Yeah.
You could probably say Peyton with just his arm and knowledge. I don't think that he was the most talented of all time. If you maybe give it to Rodgers, I would say right now that Mahomes is probably the most talented quarterback we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's tough though, because guys like Joe Montana, and I mean, you could even throw Dan Marino in there. Obviously, he didn't have the postseason success, but
true. You got Breeze. You got so many guys, but I don't know.
He's already an all-time great though, 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome to watch, because we just saw Tom Brady, like one of the best of all time, and now we might have the next best of all time right after that. We're like lucky to see it.
Yeah, we are witnessing greatness.
Yeah,
it's insane. But he is definitely like on pace for GOAT status.
Oh yeah.
100%. And
how many rings does he need to pass?
Yeah,
Brady?
I was just gonna say that. I don't think he needs 7 to pass him.
I would say like 5, and I would say
right. He's got to pass Montana. He's got to pass Bradshaw.
Or even
right?
4, but like people are always gonna just be like, "Oh, Brady had 7," so like
I think the only argument that Brady will ever have over him is 7 rings. So I guess if Mahomes ever gets to 7, that's like undisputed.
Oh, yeah.
100%, not even close.
I think it's also like, I don't know, like Mahomes never really had like those defenses Brady had either.
No, 100%.
Like Brady doesn't have to put up 38 points to like win a game.
Yeah. People will never take that into account though.
Yeah.
I mean, just when you have as long of a career as he did, he has pretty much every single like quarterback record for a career that is possible. Plus the 7 rings, they're not going to really look into the, oh, he had like, wow, amazing defenses. Mahomes hasn't had a top 12 defense in his career.
True.
So
This is
Now,
like the
I'm
best
assuming-
defense he's had.
Yeah, true.
that defense it's definitely good, but like they're so young. There's like 3 starting rookies.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Maybe even
good
4.
thing, I think. The defense is so young and they played like well enough to win a Super Bowl. So
Yeah. He's on pace to pass every record, correct? I know it's early
yeah, I mean,
and he's so young and there's so many years to go, but I mean,
It
He's
looks
doing
like it's
crazy
pretty
numbers right now.
sustainable. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't, like we said, his number 1 receiver. I mean, obviously Travis Kelce, but like the wide receiver position was the worst it's been in his whole career,
yeah.
yeah.
and he had the second best season that he's had ever,
Yep.
and it was insane. You're a lucky man, James.
Yeah.
You're a lucky man.
For real.
I got Josh. I love the guy. Hasn't had
I
the
have,
postseason success yet.
I have that guy right there. That one. Great. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, Zach Wilson.
Ugh.
I'm just like so happy at least he got like the second one, like to kind of just like put him away from a lot of the other quarterbacks.
Yeah, like he's already
Yeah.
passed Aaron Rodgers and GOAT
Yeah.
status.
Yeah.
That's
And like
crazy.
the AFC
I can't
so
believe that.
like especially now you have like the Bengals who are like really good. You have the Bills. Like it's tough to get to the Super Bowl.
Burrow's not close. Josh Allen's not close.
It's crazy how it switches so fast. Like last week, it's like, oh, is Joe Burrow better than Mahomes?
Yeah.
And now it's like Mahomes is the best of all time. Like everyone switches up so fast.
Yeah.
I think that this kind of settles it. Mahomes is on a different level.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, amazing. Joe Burrow, amazing. I mean, we could talk about Jalen Hurts. Had a great year. Let's see if he could keep that up. Justin Herbert. There's so many talented quarterbacks, but nobody is doing what Mahomes is doing.
So now it's also like the question, like, where does Hurts rank, like in the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I know.
So this is tough because this is kind of just like how when Josh broke out, nobody was ready to put him at like the second best quarterback, like the third best quarterback, even though if we're looking like stats wise and what he did that year, he was the second or third best quarterback, but nobody was ready to put him there. If we're looking at what Hurts did this year, he's like third or fourth best quarterback in the league, but I don't know if I'm ready to put him.
I got to see another year.
If he
I
could,
would say he's like top 5.
it's close. So obviously Mahomes won.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow and Josh, I feel like 2 and 3. You could kind of just flip flop with that.
Yeah.
But then you still got Rodgers, whatever he's deciding to do. He's probably high in some dark room right now.
True.
I mean, Lamar is an elite talent. We got to see what happens with him.
Yeah, I'm curious to see with him too.
Yeah, because I'm still not
Forget
like
about him.
fully sold on like Lamar as like I don't know. Like he's shown that he's an elite talent. I'm not disputing that. But can he put up like a full season of great passing stats along with his rushing ability? Like when we saw his MVP season, which was, I mean, that's a few years ago by now. He hasn't played that at that level since.
Yeah.
But like his passing stats, what do you have? Like 36 touchdowns?
He also probably has the worst receiver group for the past couple of years in how long?
Yeah,
compared to all the other guys. Like no one.
That is a good argument.
So,
but it's also at the same time like he had Hollywood Brown, he didn't really do much. And then they got Rashad Bateman, he didn't really do much
Mark
either.
Andrews.
And Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
And like,
but then you also take into
backs.
account like you see what Mahomes has.
Yeah.
He also has Andy Reid.
Yeah. So
I think the Ravens also just run a weird offense for Lamar.
They do. Well,
like,
they fired
I would like to see him go to a different team.
Yeah, I was talking about this. I think Atlanta would be a very good spot for him.
Yeah.
Because they were the most run heavy offense in the league last year. They have I mean Drake London's very good. Obviously you have Kyle Pitts, but I mean if run heavy offense, who else would you rather want?
1,000 yards.
Yeah, that was a quiet, very good season.
And I
Who
swear
was
he
that?
didn't even play. Like, he wasn't even like the starter for a
He
lot of the
wasn't
games.
for like a while.
It was like it was Patterson.
Yeah, Tyler Algier, the
Oh,
rookie
that
from
guy. Yeah,
BYU.
true.
He had over 1,000 yards, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
were
I don't
so
know.
run heavy.
Atlanta's defense is still like terrible.
Yeah, they definitely need a lot more work than just a quarterback. But if they could somehow get Lamar, that's a very good spot for him to be in.
Yeah.
Or you go to Miami.
He could go to Miami too.
Could.
And then
Or-
where do you rank Tua? Who knows with him? Is his brain mush? Will
Ugh.
he ever play football again? I saw that he's taking like Taekwondo or something so to learn how to fall better.
Bro.
His neck is made of spaghetti. It's ridiculous.
And all
Every
of his
time he
things
gets
are
tackled, his head smacks. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
It's really
Also, you
bad.
still got Herbert too, and the quarterbacks like
Yeah.
T-Law.
And Trevor Lawrence just absolutely
Yeah.
It's
turned
gonna
into
be
an
interesting.
animal.
Dude, the AFC quarterbacks are just ridiculous.
It's
like next year,
so annoying. And then maybe Rodgers is coming to the AFC too.
and who knows if Russ could now they have Sean Payton, like what's gonna
Yeah,
happen?
true.
They got to do something, man. The NFC of the talent of quarterbacks just not a lot. I think-
I'm curious when the day is gonna be when the Broncos beat Mahomes finally. Like how many years it's gonna take.
Yeah, maybe it never happens. Who knows?
Yeah.
I remember the Chiefs ran like a weird like play where
With
they
the ring
spun
around.
around.
Yeah, it was like it didn't work though.
No, it
Not
didn't
at all.
work.
It was like a
No.
half one though, because like half the team was
Yeah,
lined
because
up.
the linemen were already lined up and everything. It was just like the skill guys that were doing it.
Yeah, they
It's
tried
pretty
it.
funny.
Question, that play that it was Kels and Juju saying what's the play, was that planned?
Yeah, that was on purpose.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah,
it
Yeah, because I
confused
saw
me
like
too.
after like Juju was like laughing on the sideline, so I think
Okay.
it was on purpose.
All right.
But who knows? It could like
Yeah.
I
it
think it was on purpose though. Like it was kind of like a trick play.
Yeah, I don't know if that came out or yeah. if it
Yeah,
was
they
just
always do
messed up.
that. Some weird stuff.
Yeah.
So, where does Travis Kelce rank all time for tight ends?
I think he's easily 2, maybe even 1. I'd
I
say
think that
Gronk's
there's-
the only person that I would put ahead of him.
So yeah, I'd say it's between 3 people.
Tony G also you have.
Yeah, Tony G, Travis Kelce, and Gronk. Other than that, you can't really. I don't think you could put anybody else in there. You want to put Ditka in there? Okay, sure. Like
Shannon
you're
Sharp.
90. Shannon Sharp, you could see like Antonio
Nah.
Gates, I guess, but they were very good. But Travis Kelce is how old is he? 30, 31 now?
33.
He's 33.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I
Gross.
think.
But he's just putting up ridiculous numbers. He is unguardable still.
Yeah.
And now 2
Yeah,
rings.
I think the thing. I would say Gronk's the only person I would personally put in front of him, and I
Prime
don't even know
Gronk
if I
was
would do that.
a menace.
Well, I
They're like
have-
very different players though. Yeah, Kelsey's
Oh,
33.
yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
I have stats right in front of me. Gronk and Travis Kelce. Kelce played 1 more game, and he's got 1,100 more yards. But Kelce has 69 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Gronk is
doesn't Gronk have-
92.
Yeah, Gronk has a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah.
Gronk in the red zone was just unstoppable. I just think it was
Yeah.
like they're kind of like different. Like Gronk was just that like he's just like a absolute like
Yeah.
beast. You couldn't tackle him. Kelsey's more of like that finesse, like find the hole in the defense, like smart player.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like he's somehow always open. Like you even saw it yesterday. Like in the middle of the field, he was wide open like 3
Always.
times.
Yeah.
Always. It's very frustrating. The
Yeah.
guy is just
Yeah.
unguardable.
And the thing is, too, Travis Kelce has 10,300 yards. Jason Witten and Tony Gonzalez, they have 13,000 and 15,000, but double the games. Gus has 10,300 and 144. Jason Witten has 271 games played and 1,300. Like that's
Yeah, because
Crazy.
they
I think
played. I know
Tony G
Witten
played for what,
long.
18 seasons?
something crazy.
Yeah, and I think who else you say? Jason Witten.
Wouldn't-
Jason Witten, yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
was
played
old
for a
too.
while too.
Yeah. It's also part of it is longevity.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
Kelsey's been pretty healthy his whole career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he's
He's like
he
never
hasn't had,
really
like,
he's
one
missed like I
major
think
injury.
like a few games
Yeah.
in his career.
So
He needs another, 2 years to pass Jason Witten.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting. How
Yeah.
long he play? I mean, he's like he gets better every year, so it's like
That is
why are you gonna
crazy.
stop playing now?
I mean, at 33
Yeah.
years old, when is the decline going to happen? Is it ever?
know.
Is he
I
immortal?
think he's got at least 3 more years in him, but who knows? Like
He could realistically he could drop off this year or something.
That is
I mean,
true.
I don't think he's gonna like fall off a cliff, but maybe we see like a little bit of a decline. We haven't seen that at all yet. He's literally gotten better,
Yeah.
which is almost unheard of for a just like receiver / tight end. Like you're not getting better after your 30s.
Yeah.
But he has. So
Nuts.
I mean, there's definitely an argument for him to be the best tight end of all time.
I think he's going to be. If he plays another 2 seasons, I think you have to give it to him.
It's tough. I know Patriots fans won't agree. Rupp is definitely angry. He knows it's happening. He's just angry. It's just, but Gronk was pretty much unstoppable. In his
100%. But he should have also kept playing.
He was always hurt too.
Yeah,
he had a lot of injuries.
Yeah, and Kels has been
missed
just
the
healthy.
field goal yesterday because he sucks.
Oh my god, so annoying.
And it looked like it went in. I don't know.
No, it didn't. There was a different angle
I saw
where it
video,
missed.
yeah.
But like also, it was like, yeah, he's kicking it at halftime. Blah blah blah. It wasn't live. Dude probably did it last week.
Yeah, true.
So corny. It looked like a high school like football movie. Like,
yeah, I thought he was gonna like go on the field like after the halftime performance and do it or something.
Yeah, I said that, and then I was like, that'd also be like really stupid if this guy came on the field like during the game.
Yeah, I mean, if FanDuel would have to pay like so much money to make that happen.
I honestly thought he was gonna just do it like outside, and it was actually gonna be like live, like they were gonna set it up or something.
Yeah.
You know what about the commercial when it looked like someone was like changing?
Oh my god, the Tubi TV thing. Let's talk about the commercials.
I swear they had like 3 commercials, and dude, that Tubi's terrible. There's just like terrible movies and shows on there.
Yes, but they won Super Bowl.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, "Is that a commercial?" Like, it kind of caught me at first.
Yeah, I was like looking at the remote. I was like, Ghost.
Yep.
I guarantee that sparked many just outrages throughout the country.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch it because I was like just so nervous the whole game. I don't even like really remember half the commercials.
The commercials sucked this year.
There was not a lot of good ones.
There's a Popcorners and
I saw that.
one
Breaking
other
Bad
one
was good.
Breaking Bad.
There was the one with the with sauce and everything. It was like
I did not see that one.
What I saw that one was all right.
It was this like little girl who was doing flag football, and then the reporter tried to grab her flag, and then she was just running throughout the whole country pretty much. And then
and then her mom tried to get her or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I didn't see Sauce at all, so maybe he was in the beginning.
Yeah,
it was within like the first 15 seconds.
Golf.
It was pretty much the thing that you saw where it's like it's all about the sauce, and then 4 seconds later he was off.
Okay,
and then it was like the same thing with Aiden Hutchinson and
he was at like the door, right?
What?
He was at like Hutchinson was at the door, like putting his like eye in the
and the little peephole thing, and then they just got like demolished.
Yeah, I don't remember the other commercials honestly. Oh, I saw the Prime commercial. That was pretty cool. Logan Paul's and KSI's drink.
I didn't even see that.
That was like the first commercial.
Maybe it was different. I know the Mets had a commercial and
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't get that down here, but that's cool.
Oh, it's different commercials for other people.
There's like it's mostly the same, but there's a few slots that are like just to that area.
Oh, so you didn't see the Prime commercial?
I don't think so. I might have
remember. It was like Logan Paul and KSI like talking.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
That's weird.
But that one with the girl, the Mr. Beast was in it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Devontae Adams was in it. But then there's also my favorite part. She jumped off the roof and then like slammed into a table and then started running again. And then Jim Kelly was behind the bar. He's like, mafia style. Nice. It's really cool. I enjoyed that part.
Yeah. But I didn't enjoy any other commercial.
Yeah, no, they were very lackluster. I think even the halftime show was lackluster too.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting more.
I wasn't expecting her pregnant.
So yeah, I like her though. So
yeah, no, I definitely like her.
I like her music.
She has a great voice. People are saying like she was like bad lip syncing, but I thought she was singing the whole time.
No, she was definitely lip singing.
But there was times where I was like,
she probably
I thought
was
that
singing too, but
yeah, I don't know. But she was.
There was definitely
pregnant.
the track in the back going though. So
oh yeah, definitely. It was weird though. I feel like there was just like always so much more. It was just the only thing was just a bunch of people in white dancing and then
yeah,
stage
it was like
just
weird.
Yeah,
I don't know, a little lackluster.
Yeah,
I also thought she was bringing somebody else out. Like I swear
they
that
usually
was
do.
Thing.
Like Kanye. I mean, obviously you can't really bring Kanye in now. The guy's like
I
kind
thought it
of
was
a
gonna
Nazi.
be like ASAP Rocky or something.
Yeah, I mean he was there.
Yeah, well, because aren't they like married or engaged or something?
I have
That's
no
good.
idea.
That's his baby, no?
That's the first one that
My
she
first
just had,
child,
I
yeah.
think.
They're dating. I
Okay.
don't know if they're
Okay.
Yeah.
engaged, but
I don't know.
Who knows? At
Yeah.
least the game was good because commercial sucked, and in my opinion, halftime wasn't that good. So,
But then we have some retirement news to talk about.
mm-hmm.
So Jason Kelce, he said he called it a career. Kind of looked like it, just from like his initial reactions. I don't know. He could have just been like extremely sad and like
Yeah.
he was kind of saying throughout the week, just like that bittersweet feeling of like, wow, we just lost the Super Bowl. My brother just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he watched Kelsey celebrate, which was pretty cool to me.
Yeah, just like Diggs. No, he was like actually not celebrating
Yeah, he
with
was
them, but he
staying
was
there
like,
for like. I saw Boston Scott was like watching them.
yeah, that's
Jeez.
Boston Scott, bro. What are you gonna do?
Well, the
So
comment that I saw when the Kelsey brothers saw each other on the field, Jason said, you, congratulations.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
And he didn't really want to talk. He was like, just go celebrate. Like,
that podcast is gonna be interesting this week.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's actually a really entertaining podcast. I watch
Not as
it
entertaining as this one, but yeah.
Yeah, no, this one's
I'd say like
fun.
out of sports podcasts in the world, it's like number 2 is New Heights, then number 1 is Sportorium.
All right.
That's
I
just
like
me
it.
personally, though. Yeah, they're pretty entertaining. And then
Now, Kelsey, I can't say Kelsey because they're both Kelsey, but Travis is 3-0 against him head to head.
really, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
And I saw
Also-
like their dad came over and was like, "Oh, you got 2, and Jason only got 1 now."
Damn, everybody forgets about the dad. It's always just like Donna Kelce. It's like there's a father.
They weren't even sitting together at the game.
Dude, it was Roger Goodell, Donna Kelce, and Damar Hamlin.
Yeah, I was so confused.
Yeah.
It was
And-
the
well,
weirdest group of people.
The
to sit
father
next to each
said
other.
he's blue collar and he wanted to just be in the stands.
Yeah,
That's it.
he's always low key. Like he just
So respect.
Then the goat Chad Henne has retired.
Yeah, I know. I wonder who the backup's gonna be now.
It's Stetson Bennett, man. Just get
Dude,
prepared.
Lord.
that should be kind of like cool.
Yeah, that would be funny. But it was also really weird that Chad Henne's retirement post was an ad for like, I think it was Bud Light.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, it was literally, he was
I
holding up
haven't-
Bud Light and he's like, I'm calling it a career having my Bud Light or something.
It was like paid sponsorship.
Yeah, good for him, man. Go get your bag and go ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, I
with
didn't
your
even
boys now.
realize he's like 38. He's like
Oh yeah,
really
he's old. He's been in the league for a long time.
Yeah, it is a good run for him.
Yeah,
He
it
got to
definitely was.
play in a playoff game this year.
He's had
True.
meaningful snaps in both seasons where he got a ring, so he definitely deserved it. Unlike Melvin Gordon,
Oh my god. I
dude,
didn't
it
even
literally
know.
didn't play a
No, he
snap. Was
didn't-
he even activated to the?
He didn't get a ring, Chad Henne on the first one.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, was it the year
No,
after?
Yeah, he played the year they lost to the Bucks, like against the Browns.
That's what it was.
Matt Moore was the
Damn
backup.
it. Matt
The
Moore.
first
I do
year.
remember Matt Moore. Okay. Yeah, Melvin Gordon. Can't believe that guy has a ring now.
I honestly forgot about it, and then I saw it on Twitter. Like I forgot he was on the team.
Yeah, and he just has a cigar in his mouth holding Lombardi. Like, dude.
I don't even know how if that was me, like I don't even know how I'd react if I won a Super Bowl. Like you didn't do anything.
Literally did nothing. But at the same time, you got a ring.
Yeah, you get a ring and like you get to party.
Yeah, but he wasn't elevated to the active roster once this year, was
No,
he?
he wasn't. You know,
It's ridiculous.
I wonder what's gonna happen with like all those running backs the Chiefs have.
I mean, if you look at their running back room, let's say all these names, obviously like Pacheco, we didn't really obviously know, but like all these names 2 years ago, you'd say they're on the Chiefs. You'd be like, what is going on? You got
They're
Melvin
all
Gordon.
starting running back.
Clyde
I feel
was
like they
really
all
good.
Still could be like a running back somewhere.
Rojo, I swear, is good.
He played. He had a few snaps this year.
And he looked pretty solid. And he was,
Yeah.
I thought he was better than Leonard Fournette at times on
Yeah.
the Bucks.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with all that.
Melvin
I
Gordon
think-
sucks though.
I think McKinnon is the only one that has to re-sign.
Yeah, and McKinnon's old.
Yeah, he is,
Yes,
but
really.
he's still good.
He's like 31, I'm pretty sure.
I think
Wow.
he might even be older than
He
that.
might even be older than that.
Jeez.
So,
He doesn't look old either. That's why I don't even really know.
yeah, and it's also like he hasn't really been special throughout his career. And then like this is, I mean, there's
honestly-
been stretches where he's been good, but like the past few weeks, he's just been amazing.
Even if
Yeah.
they don't sign him, it's like you just use Clyde in his position.
Yeah, or just get
I don't
someone
think-
else.
Nah.
I mean, it's also do you know how much money Clyde's gonna be making? Because he was a 1st-round pick. It's probably a lot ish.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could definitely see him being cut depending on like the numbers.
I mean, I think Pacheco's obviously just the guy still.
Pacheco's that guy.
It's his
100%.
second year, so it's like
him and Sky Moore should switch numbers. It's so annoying. Got a running back wearing number 10 with wide receiver wearing 24.
I'm happy Sky Moore got his first touchdown.
Was that his first career touchdown?
Yeah.
What a time for it to come.
Clyde's gonna be making $5 million next year.
He's gone.
Yeah, gotta be.
I mean, he was healthy and active in the Super Bowl. You don't need him.
He's gonna go somewhere, but
that was Mahomes' only mess up right there.
Yeah, the only thing in his career that he did wrong was tell the Chiefs to draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Stick to football, scrub.
Yeah, scouting is not your thing, man.
Nope.
So we're gonna go over our bets for what we talked about on Saturday. A few of them hit. One of mine being the Kelce anytime touchdown. It was a lock. We knew it was gonna happen. And then Butker, I said over under 7.5. I had the over. He had 7 because he missed a damn field goal.
Yeah,
the freaking doink, man. And then Mahomes did not throw a pick. He had a pretty much flawless game. So I'm sorry for doubting you, Patrick. I'll never do it again. And then I was staying away from McKinnon over under 3.5 receptions. He had 3 receptions.
Yep.
So that was pretty much exactly what I thought was going to happen, where it was just going to be right there. But I thought Pacheco was going to have more of Pacheco didn't have a catch. I thought he was going to have more of a role receiving. Kelce, I had just stay away from 7.5 receptions. He had 6. I mean, overall, I think for me at least, I think I did all right.
Yeah, I had the Kelce touchdown. Obviously, that happened. Pacheco over 50 yards. That definitely happened too. I think he had like 70 something.
I think you had 76.
Yeah. Mahomes 275. Obviously, he didn't get that.
Yeah, that screwed me on something.
MVS 40. He had 0.
I hate him so much. The dude doesn't have a single catch.
Mahomes is over for rushing was a good bet. I had that. Yeah. That was 19.5. He had 44.
Yeah.
And he also kneeled on the ball too, so he lost some yards.
Yeah, true. It was that one run in the second half. It was
21 yards or something.
Yeah, he was running a little weird
26. Though. He runs like crooked because I don't know why.
Oh my god, he's
kind of
one of the
like
most
Jackson Mahomes, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh no, no, oh no, man, that's bad.
Oh, you want to hear actually something?
That's good.
This has nothing to really do with the bets, but it's actually kind of the Chiefs had more wins in the Cardinal Stadium than they did this year.
Oh my lord,
that's embarrassing. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Now they got to find a new head coach and everything. Good spot to be for them.
I'm happy Andy Reid's staying too.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I don't know why that started though. Did he ever say anything?
I don't.
No, he's just old.
But he's not that old.
No, I think he did. No, he did say.
No, he's like 63.
No, he's not. There's no way.
I swear to God, he's not that old.
He's not that old. He's just fat.
He's 64. Turning 65. Holy shit, he looks terrible.
He could coach realistic for like 10 more years and probably.
You look at Pete Carroll. What is he? Pete Carroll's almost like 80.
71. Oh, never mind. I thought he was,
I don't know how old he is.
Oh wait, no, is that Belichick? That's 71.
I think Pete Carroll is older than Belichick.
Dude, Pete Carroll's in like good shape.
Pete Carroll's 71.
71, yeah.
Oh, 71.
And Belichick is 70.
Because they said something like about him firing, and he said something like, "Oh, it's gonna be like a decision I have to make." And then they asked. That's why I asked him after the game, and then he's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick around."
Yeah, I saw before the game. I forgot who was interviewing him, and maybe it was Terry Bradshaw, or I don't know, whatever. He was being interviewed, and it was like, if you win another one, like, what is there to do now? And he's like, win another. I'm like, what kind of question is that? What do you want me to stop?
Jeez,
weird. All right, Rocco, let's see how your bets did.
So Goddard over 4.5 receptions. He got 6.
Nice.
And then the lock of the week, Kenneth Gainwell over or under 4.5 rushing attempts. And what did he have? 7. I feel like he had 6 by halftime. And then
they didn't run the ball at all.
Yeah. So that hit big time. And then the only one that I got wrong was possibly Juju.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, over under 38.5. What did this scrub get?
He had
started, he had like
53.
68.
53.
Oh, 53. I thought he had 60
Yeah.
something.
No, he didn't.
I don't know what happened, but
He started turning up.
He did. There was one drive where he had like 3 catches.
Exactly. That was everything for him.
Yeah. I mean, he had the most catches on the team.
MVS getting no yards though. That was like terrible.
Infuriating.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it was a pretty good week bet wise.
Yeah, except I didn't win.
Yeah. Well,
I did win a final in my pool though. I won $1,000, so that was nice. I'll take it.
congratulations.
Thanks. But yeah, no, none of these bets.
Yeah.
Juju.
So my MVP for the game, Andy Reid's brain and his playbook.
True.
You saw the second half, he was in his bag.
Yeah.
There was just everything that was there on his play sheet that looks like a menu that it probably has cheeseburger on it somewhere. Just using everything, just emptying it all out, throwing it all at the Eagles defense, and we saw they were unstoppable in the second half. I wish
Mahomes was just off the field for so long, and I thought back to the Falcons Brady Super Bowl where Matt Ryan was just sitting there for a long time, and I'm like, oh no,
it was a recipe to beat the Chiefs, to just keep Mahomes. I mean, but part of them being off the field is because they got a defensive touchdown, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So,
but still, 23 minutes without being on the field or something. Crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. But yeah, Andy Reid, genius.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My MVP is the entire O-line, the Chiefs O-line. Just not letting up anything. And that Philly D-line was supposed to be great. No, sit down.
Didn't do anything.
You're dealing with the Chiefs O-line and Patrick Mahomes giving the ball away real fast. So, hell yeah.
Not a single sack. Put it on a T-shirt, as Orlando Brown has said.
Nuts. James, what you got?
I got Nick Bolton.
Yeah.
He had 9 tackles, 8 solo tackles. Obviously, he had the touchdown. He could have had 2 touchdowns. But, I mean, he made some big tackles, too. Like, I think it was like a 3rd down, and it was like a run play, and he just absolutely stuffed it on the outside.
True.
I'd also like to add that Mahomes was exempt from these MVPs because, obviously, he already got his recognition.
True.
These were non-Mahomes game MVPs.
True.
And, yeah. And, got to get a little recognition to Hurts putting on a fantastic performance, but it was not enough.
Exactly. You also can't forget about Kadarius Toney. Without that run,
I forgot.
Biggest punt return in Super Bowl history.
Yep.
That return was nasty.
Yeah,
that was huge.
Really was.
That was huge. I thought he was going to take it all the way, though.
Marcus Kemp on that, like, pancake 3 people. So shout out to him.
Good job, Marcus Kemp.
He was also wide receiver 2 last week when everyone got hurt.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everybody got hurt. And also, I guess MVP to McCole Hardman's wife for having a baby.
Yeah, it's part of the script.
That's actually insane. It was born like the day, like yesterday, like the day of the Super Bowl.
He was watching the game in the hospital. Like,
that's wild.
He posted on his story. He was in the delivery room. He's like, "Let's go."
I saw he
was like wife.
I saw he tweeted and he was like, "Oh my god, her water broke," and I was so confused.
That was the day before, I think. Like that was the night before, and then she actually had the baby like during the Super Bowl.
That's wild. Good for him, man.
Nuts.
Good for him. Gets a baby and a ring on the same day.
And Tyreek Hill's punching the air.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I mean, the Chiefs lose one of the most dynamic players ever,
and still get it done.
Yeah, and he's sitting on the couch.
Yep.
Wild. I hate Tyreek. He's an idiot.
Agreed. He should have went to the Jets and still miss a Super Bowl. But anyway.
And Justin Reed absolutely hit sticked Devontae Smith.
Ooh, yes, he did. Devontae Smith for like the first like half, every single time that he was touched, it looked like he was just getting blown up.
There was one play where like 4 guys like just lit him up.
Yeah. And he ended up getting hurt a little bit. He got his ankle rolled up on, but he was just getting hit stick left and right.
Yeah. You know what scared me? That Pacheco hit. Gardner Johnson was it?
Yeah.
His helmet went right into his heart.
Yeah.
It was a little scary.
Well, and then, on the right side, heart's on the left. But anyway, I know what you're saying. Yeah, no,
it was directly
scary though.
Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's just an absolute animal.
I love watching him. He's just such a hard runner. Like every single time
round
he touches
was he drafted
the ball. The 7th.
Wow.
He was like the 10th to last pick of like the draft.
Yeah. from
Well,
Rutgers.
all right.
Dog.
Their draft was
Well,
insane
right.
this year.
Their draft was crazy. It really was. I mean, they got
Duffy, him, who else?
McDuffie,
There's
George Karlaftis.
Karlaftis, yeah.
I mean, Brian Cook is still he's a starter now too.
What's Jalen Watson? They got him.
Yeah, and
Creed
plus-
Humphrey was last year.
Creed Humphrey was
Yeah.
last year.
He was a
Okay.
second rounder last year.
Yeah.
That guy's a monster too.
Isn't
Yes.
he from BYU?
Oklahoma.
No. Yeah, I don't know who I'm thinking of.
Zach Wilson, buddy.
Christensen or something.
Brady Christensen.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. But yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
a scrum.
He's a
So yeah,
Yeah,
Chiefs.
their
Lighting up
that
all their
organization is
drafts.
just
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
well run.
Your
Everything
running.
from
McDuffie had a good year, like obviously when he played. I mean, that play with AJ Brown,
He just didn't track
couldn't
the
track the ball. And then
Yeah.
the safety over the top just didn't even help.
Yeah.
It was thorny.
Yeah.
Thorn. Yeah. Well, it was also weird because AJ Brown like literally hit him with a pump fake. Like he went
Yeah.
up like
Yeah.
this
Could've
and
did
then
that
just
on-
like
yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
AJ Brown is an animal.
Yep.
Which is
But you went to the Eagles and you still didn't win. You messed up, Ron.
he did not mess up. He did not mess up. He's in a much
No.
better situation.
He is, and he's with
Titans
his
are-
best friend too. So
Yeah, it's cool.
him and Jalen Hurts are very close.
hmm
Should have stayed on the Titans. Titans wall.
I mean, that was on the Titans though.
Yeah, I know, 100%. I don't
And
blame him at all.
Guarantee they regret that now. So that concludes this episode. So we got a couple more episodes planned. Hopefully maybe this week, maybe next week or whatever. So we're going over the Sportorium yearly awards. So this means more than the NFL honors to the players. We've talked to them about that. They know this. We're gonna have a few different awards, but it's gonna be our rankings of just how we thought the yearly awards should have gone, and we will be taking into account playoffs. Then we're gonna go a breakdown of the AFC and NFC team by team, cap moves that they can make, players they should bring in, players they should part ways with, stuff like that. So expect that soon.
Should be
But-
fun.
Yeah, should be a good time. But hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time.
See you later.
Yeah.